All right, getting ready to paint this. So I'm gonna go with an M81 style. So I've got your khaki flat green, then you have a dark flat forest green, then a flat brown, and I already have black. The things I'm gonna use is I'm just gonna wipe it down with some alcohol just to clean it up a little bit. I know that it's for airsoft, and this thing's gonna take some dings and some scratches, so I'm not too worried about the finish. I just want to get it camouflaged. I'm just going to use this and some alcohol to wipe it clean. I'm going to be using this tape to make some tiger stripes. Just going to be, peeling it at an angle because this is a really wide strip. It's like 3 inches wide. So I'll start like in a corner and then I'll just peel a jagged angle and try to make all the edges jagged. And I'll just place that. So I'll probably tape off some black stripes, paint it all khaki, let it dry, then I'll tape off some khaki and so on. I'll just keep taping off as I paint the layers. And then in the end, when I peel it off, it should look like a M81 tiger stripe mess of camouflage. That's kind of to be determined. I've done this before, but just with a couple primary colors. I didn't do like the whole 4 colors here. So we'll see how it turns out. All right, I pretty much taped off the areas that I think paint would cause a problem. So nothing can get in through my trigger. This is the adjustment valve screw, and of course this is the bolt face, so that's taped off, should be good to go. I wiped it down really good with a lot of alcohol. Um, Now I think I'm ready to hang it up, so I'm going to hang it on a wire hanger. So I took an old coat hanger. I'll be hanging it from that hanger, suspending it, and I have a spray handle that I will hook up to this, and I will do a light coat first and do it in layers until this thing's solid tan. Go from there. Probably going to start working on my tiger stripe tape. So I'll show you what that looks like here shortly. So basically just ripping all the hard edges off the tape. So that's all you're doing, getting rid of those. All right, so this is the black that I want showing, right? So I can keep just adding little scraps and stuff, but I don't want too much black showing on this base, right? Black sticks out, so I want camo. I just wanted a little bit of black. We're gonna see how this works out. All right, I did the first coat of that light tan color. It's just a 50% coat. I'll come back over one more and should be good to go. So the second coat turned out pretty good so far. I'm just gonna let this dry and I should be ready to start taping it off for some more. I'm probably not gonna leave as much of this tan because really not a lot of that does show up in M81. So we'll see how it works out. All right, now we're gonna go with the flat green, OD green, and go from there. See how it looks. All right, here's my first light coat of the green. Looking pretty good so far. You can see the blue through. So that's how I know that I've only done about a 50% coat. So looking good so far. It's green now. About to go dark green after some more tape, more stripes. All right, now we're going with the deep forest green, and I might just make this my final color. I don't know if I'm gonna do the dark earth. I don't know if I need it. We'll see. That first 50% coat looks pretty good so far. You can see the darker green show up immediately. All right, here's the green. Solid coat, dark green. I think I'm gonna end here. Don't really care much for the brown. Not at least for this design. So I think that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let it dry and then I will do the reveal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the reveal. I'm just gonna end on this darkest green color here so I can just start taking tape off. See how it works out. It's been drying for about an hour or so, so it's dry to touch. It should be okay. So far, so good. It's really just about finding my tape now. That looked pretty cool. Oops, that was from the other side. There we go. Now we're starting to show some cool color. Well, there we have it. So I'll end up wrapping this grip with some camo tape. And I think for about an hour or so of my time, that turned out pretty cool. Now it's camo. At least it's green, it's not reflective, and should be good to go.